Parallelism is the use of coordinate sound or coordinate syntax in language. And for whatever reason, we really seem to like and remember parallelism. As human beings, as readers, as listeners, it's pleasant and memorable to hear or read something that is parallel. I think it's pleasant because our intelligence has evolved in a way that is seemingly about pattern recognition, and we recognize the pattern in parallelism. And I think it's memorable because our mind can do something like the way your computer zips a file. It can take out unnecessary words or join things together and condense it. Those are my theories about human intelligence. But leaving aside my theories, I think it is fair to say that people like and remember parallelism. And as I said, it can be in the sounds of the words, the alliteration or assonance or consonants. Don't worry about all that. What we just mean is the sound. Abraham Lincoln said famously in his Gettysburg Address that 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. I can remember that because it is pleasant, because it is well constructed, because it has parallelism in the sound. For and forth and fathers, the th. Score and seven, the s. And probably, if you walk up to any American, not just me, and you say, 80, they will say, and 7 years ago. It's very easy for us to remember because this great president, this great orator, this great speaker has constructed it with parallel sounds. In the same way, we might rhyme words. Rhyming words start with a different phoneme and end with the same phoneme. Or just basically they start with a different sound and end with the same sound. Like loose lips sink ships. And this is very memorable propaganda from the United States in World War II. It means we shouldn't talk. We should keep our secrets because we're fighting the bad guys. And again, if you go to any American and you say loose lips, they will say sink ships. These things are very easy for us to remember. And the same with John F. Kennedy's famous statement, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. You will see that the syntax, the order of these words is the same. It's just a few of them, these two particularly, have been switched, and we've negated the idea. Parallel contrast is also very powerful. So I have used American examples, but you probably know other examples, particularly of this kind, parallel contrast. In Shakespeare's Hamlet, the famous line is, to be or not to be. You know that. And if you read Charles Dickens, the beginning of A Tale of Two Cities, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Or if you've seen the movie Titanic, he says, you jump, I jump. See if you can think of other English expressions. I've used things from American oratory and American idioms, but there are many examples in the English language, not just from America. See if you can think of some famous English lines that use parallelism, and what kind of parallelism.